You might recall that Arenado blocked a trade to Houston. If the Red Sox go hard after him, the tweet reads, they won't have trouble getting an approval. Sources tell me and Sean McAdam that the Red Sox are a preferred destination, if not the preferred destination for Arenado. So Harold, obviously, as the tweet mentioned, he blocked the trade to Houston. There were reports that maybe he tried to circle back, but by that time, Houston had already pivoted in another direction. The thing about the Red Sox is, I don't know, and do we know if Rafael Devers would be open to moving from third to first or DH?
Yeah, we so often in this sport go, just move the guy. Well, hold on. Rafael Devers has a $300 million contract to play third base for the Red Sox. He is your franchise player. And we watched with Alex Rodriguez move to first base with the Yankees. That did not go over well. Remember that?
Yes.
And so you just can't say, hey, move anybody because he's athletic and he can do this or that. I don't know. But as far as Nolan, I think we have to really dissect the real picture here, all right? When you have a no-trade clause all the way across the board, they don't always say, here's the team we're talking to, would you accept that, until they got something on the table, right? And so they came out with that list. You know, there's 6 teams that he's agreed to go to. How do we know if he wasn't presented to other clubs? And so I think it's tough to, you have to make sure you're factual with this. And that's why it sounds like he tried to circle back to Houston. Well, did he say I wasn't going to Houston?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think the report, and again, a lot of this is reported.
No, that's what I'm saying from reporters, not you. I'm just saying we're reporting what we're hearing.
Right.
And I'm saying.
I think the reports were pretty clear that he did, in fact, block the trade to Houston. Now maybe there's something else that we don't know. But if you put up this graphic here of, and there's a lot of ifs here, but if Arenado could somehow find his way to Fenway, this lineup with Arenado and his skill at third base with the glove, this guy is a pull monster at the plate. Yeah. You've got the green monster out there.
And that's why Houston didn't make sense. I don't think he tried to turn that down. Houston makes sense to me.
Houston, from a ballpark standpoint, certainly makes sense, but
I'll let you stay on your Boston points.
Yeah, no, I think that and there's a lot of things to get there, a lot of ifs, but Arenado would make an intriguing fit there in Boston.
And here's the last thing too. It's like, you know, we've come up with this grand. He has to be moved now with St. Louis. No, he doesn't.
I mean, he doesn't. It would just be awkward, right? It would be awkward.
It would be, but
for him to show up in spring training.
It just have to be smoothed over.
Yeah.
But when you have a no trade clause and the team gives you that, you have that power.
That's true.
You're gonna have to understand. I'm gonna go through some bumpy roads, and I may end up back here.
Yeah.
You know, so I still think. I said this earlier in the show. We are in January. It does not mean February camp start. This has to be done. I think he could be somewhere in St. Louis, and let's see what kind of year he has. He could be moved at any time before the All-Star break, for the trade deadline, before spring training. I'm not convinced he's not going back to St. Louis at this point in time.
All right.